7 natuurlijke sterfgevallen en 3 sidekicks, 13 series en 2 kerstspecials. Ik vraag u hartelijk applaus voor Detective Chief Inspector Tom Barnaby, oftewel John Nettles. Welcome in Holland, John. When is the last time you were here?
I've been here twice before. I came over in 1973 to do a film called Passage by Dark about the Dutch resistance, and we were at Eindhoven. It was so cold, very, very cold. The diesel froze. It was very, very cold. And I came over here a second time in about 12 years ago to do a film. If you ever see a film called All Men Are Mortal, don't watch it. It's the worst movie possibly ever made, and I'm in it. It wrecked my career. And but if you see it, don't watch it. And it was a very bad film, but shot in a very beautiful place, i.e., in Holland.
It's great to see you here, and we're going to see you on Dutch television next couple of Wednesdays in your last episodes of Midsummer Murders, because you said bye-bye. Why is that?
Old age. There comes a point in everybody's life when time's winged chariot starts rolling over the back of your balding head. And I'm now well over 60, 60 in some months, as I say. And my friend David Jason, who was in, I'm sure you know, In Touch of Frost, cried out in despair when he got 68. He said, "You want me to do this in a wheelchair, don't you?" And before I get to that stage of immobility, I decided to retire. I wanted to retire in a blaze of glory, I may say. I wanted to die doing something heroic for my country and to be buried with full state honours, possibly in Westminster Abbey, next to Byron probably, or something like that, you know, become a Sir and all the rest of that. State funeral, anyway. But when I suggested this heroic end, they laughed, and I thought that was a bit unkind, and it certainly was. And what actually happened at the end of my long and somewhat less than illustrious career as a policeman is that I blow out some candles on a birthday cake, and then everybody else clears off and leaves me to cry. No, it's worse than that. And that's the end of my career. But I am handing over to a lovely actor who's been a friend of mine for many a long year, called Neil Dudgeon, who's considerably younger than me, damn his eyes. And he's a very, very talented actor, and I hope he does very well with the part. Not too well, you understand, but very well. I'm sure he will. He's actually a much better actor than I am, to be honest with you. He's a terrific guy. I couldn't think of anybody better to hand over the part of Barnaby to.
What do you think it was about Midsummer Murders that was such a huge success all over the world? What was it?
I don't know. That's the short answer to that. I know that the English like it because it harks back to what we like to think of as the golden age of English society, when everybody knew their place. People called each other Sir and called each other by their second names. It was never John, it was always Mr. Nettles. And we knew our place in society when the Queen was on the throne and when policemen were treated with respect. And everything in the garden was rosy. We like to hark back to those times because nowadays in England things are very, very different. It's a fractured, multicultural society and a bit difficult to live in. Very, very unlike Midsummer society. Abroad, I don't know why people like it. It's so English. Unless you like watching English people kill other English people. I can't imagine why you'd like it. But certainly the Russians like it because they think it's a documentary. They think we actually go around killing each other like that. It rather pleases them, you know. And the French like it. The French like it because they think I'm a kind of down-market Jean Gabin, and they think I'm some kind of maigre. I tell you, the real reason why it's popular in France is because I thought it was to do with me and my charisma and my brilliant acting. Not a bit of it. I went to see it, I saw it in France, and it's dubbed in French. And the man who does my voice is a man called Hervé. And Hervé is a brilliant dubber of voices, and he puts his voice into my mouth, so to speak. And when LV speaks French, he sounds wonderful. And he makes me sound like the sexiest, most intellectual, most wise creature that God ever put breath into. And of course people love him. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with LV. And I'm thinking of sending him a few bob. A little bit of money to help him on his way. And it is lovely. It's sold to over 210 countries, believe it or not. So 210 countries. And yeah, it's a big, big success. And I'm very pleased.
We hebben nog maar plek, geloof ik, 2 vragen uit het publiek.
Nou, we maken er 3 van. Dus
Okay.
we lopen allemaal een beetje uit vandaag. Maar we willen jullie toch nog de gelegenheid geven om 3 vragen te stellen. Wie wil er heel graag een vraag stellen aan John? Ik zie al een paar vingers omhoog gaan. Ik begin voor hem. Zeg even wie je bent en wat je vraag is.
I'm Andrea, and my question is, what is your favorite episode? Because mine is Death in Chorus. Death in Chorus.
Oh, Death in Chorus. Yeah. That's where Jason Hughes gets to sing. Jason Hughes plays my sidekick, and there's a picture of him nude in the shower. He's very pretty. I wanted to cut, but they insisted on leaving it there. And here's a little story for you. He actually sings a song, O Sole Mio, in that, when he's in the shower, in that episode, and he wanted to sing it in English. It's now or never, come home, it's that one. And it's in copyright because it was sung by Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And the cost for putting that song in, or singing those words from the Elvis Presley song, was something in the region of £120,000. And so we went back to the original, O Sole Mio. My favourite episode is one from way, way back. It's called Blue Herrings.
Blue herrings.
And you know the phrase red herring, that's a false clue. A red herring, of course you know what that means. And in Blue Herrings, the great joke is there are no murders. It's the only episode in the whole of the series, the whole of the 81 episodes that I've been involved with, in which there's no murder. There's a little bit of euthanasia around the place, but no murder. It's brilliantly written and brilliantly acted. The sad thing about it, indeed the sad thing about Midsummer Birds altogether, is because of the nature of the piece, we use a lot of very elderly actresses and actors. And Blue Herrings was made, 10, 12 years ago. And the average age of the cast then was something like 82. And every single one of that cast are now dead. I'm going to join them soon, but that is my favourite episode.
Right, wie heeft er nog meer een vraag? Ik zie daar. Kom even deze kant uit als je wil. Zeg ook weer even hoe je heet en je vraag.
Hi, I'm Dorian. I always wondered how many midsummer villages there are, because every episode there seems to be another one.
There are. They make them up. Midsummer Farm, Midsummer that, Midsummer this, Midsummer that. There's a little map published of the fictional county of Midsummer, and there's about 16 little villages. But even so, the average number of murders per village is quite high. But I tell you, that's the way you guys seem to want it. That's the way the public like it. We once tried, because I said, look, this is ridiculous. There's going to be nobody left in Midsummer by the time we finish killing off all these people. And they said, all right, we'll reduce the number of killings. And we got it down to 1 in an episode. And people complained. Old ladies were phoning in and said, we haven't got enough murders in that one. There's only 1 murder. Where are all the others? You know, so we went back to killing 5 and 6 in an episode. It was, hey. And I got tired of that now, but Neil is taking over and he'll have to preside over the killing spree in the south of England.
Ja, we hebben helaas geen tijd meer voor nog een vraag. Want deze hele fijne man is hier in het echt ook zo leuk. Ja, hij is echt heel erg leuk. We zijn 2 dagen met hem op stap. En het zijn echt 2 fantastische dagen. Hij heeft geloof ik wel 1000 fans gezien, gezoend, foto, handtekeningen. Hij heeft het echt super gedaan. You're absolutely brilliant. En dat vind ik wel. En Patrick heeft hem overal wat vragen gesteld, maar ja, hij moet ook weer terug naar Engeland. We gaan nu naar Schiphol. Als een razende gaan we naar Schiphol rijden om die man weer veilig op het vliegtuig te zetten.
Thank you for all those years!
Yes! Yes! Thank you! En nog veel plezier met John Nettles.
Ja. Thank you. Zo, dat weet toch?